Alright everybody, and welcome back to Fate Extra. This is part 3. Well, part 2 was supposed to go up yesterday, but I accidentally put the scheduled uploader to the 15th instead of the 14th, and I didn't notice until earlier this morning, so I set it to immediately go up earlier this morning. But I think it might be glitched out a little bit and might not have been, and the episode might not have been sent to your subscriber feeds. So that's something. I think I'm just gonna upload these episodes as they go up, as they're ready, and I'm gonna try to get at least once per day. So that's something. But I'm just gonna upload them as they're ready and as I commentate them. Just so I can do that. And I'm sure you guys like it if I upload as much as I could. So voice is talking to us. Oh. What else was I gonna say? So yeah, so this series is gonna go up whenever it's ready, essentially. Whenever an episode is ready. Super Robot Wars will still go up on their designated days, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because it's much more easier that way. And I may upload more Super Robot Wars episodes if I have time to record them during the day. What is today actually? Today is the Wednesday, so I need to record an episode tomorrow. Like I said in previous episodes, the previous episodes was like the beginning exposition. But now it's just going through the tutorials, and the game is explaining everything to you, so I don't need to do that myself. So I'm just kind of trying to come up with topics to discuss. But anyway, this game has a simple, battle. I don't know how you would put it. What would be the right word? I should say battle. Mechanics. Does that work? I guess I'll explain it now. Essentially, the gist of it is that there is a weapon triangle. Well, an attack triangle, I should say. And you have to learn enemies' patterns and try to memorize or learn what they do. So you're able to consistently counter them, I suppose. I guess you could say. So yeah, that's something. Yeah, we know this. No, we don't. I do know it. I know this though. I hope that I'll actually complete this game. I want to. And I'm really enjoying doing post commentary. It's just a lot easier, like I said. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier knowing that I don't have to worry about, like, if something's gonna go wrong during the recording. That's why I'm saying it's easier. It's a lot of issues that I had to worry about otherwise. I no longer have to worry about because all the issues would have been accounted for already by the time I'm doing the commentary. and something. Oh yeah, and I can more easily think of topics of conversation, have less moments where I'm just thinking of things to say. Super Robot Wars will probably still be. No, I think I might change it to post commentary just because then I could record the episodes whenever and then just do the commentary over it. But maybe I'll cut some stuff out as well if things start taking too long on an episode. I don't know. I might start doing post commentary for those as well. Oh, but yes, I do cut out random battles eventually. I believe in this part I do not do that. I do that in the next part. Simply because it's like this is like a lot of tutorial stuff, and I want to keep all that kind of stuff in, or there wasn't a lot of random battles to begin with. But I did cut a few of them out in the next part. Now, how I'm going to cut out random battles is if it's a new enemy, I'm not going to cut it out. We'll fight an new enemy twice before I start cutting out their battles. When I cut it out, the battle will be cut out, and the results screen will display, like, showing what experience we got and if I leveled up. So that will happen. So yeah, and again, if you guys have any ideas for games you want to see me play, just leave a suggestion in the comments or send me a YouTube message or whatever. I'll look into it. And if I like the game that you suggested, I'll put you, I guess, in the description for the first episode if you want. I mean, if you guys want, because I'm open to suggestions. Because after Mega Man Star Force 3, it's just been a lot of what series do I want to tackle on next. I tried Valkyria Chronicles. I might get back to it. I might not. It's just that it didn't have like that sort of pull that Mega Man Star Force 3 had, where I could continuously play the game. I might go back to it, I might not, it all depends. So I'm back to Fate Extra because I remember enjoying the game quite a bit. And the only reason I stopped was because I had other games I wanted to play at the time. Even that was a long time ago. And so I decided to play the game with it not fresh in my mind. And so I could test out the whole post-commentary thing, because this is the first series that I've been doing post-commentary, and I think it works out really well because for those interested in what's going on, it's going on in the background. Those who want to listen to some commentary going on while the game's going on, I'm here. I may start up a channel called Jacaran Silent, where it's just would be my post commentary gameplay. It would be my this kind of it would just be this video, like let's say it would just be this series, just without any commentary. So for people who are really not interested in for people who are just interested in seeing gameplay and not into my commentary, that'll happen. And also I kind of want the second channel for that kind of stuff, just because it'd be more. It'd work better on the second channel, to be honest, because I don't think that I can safely monetize a gameplay video without any commentary of some kind, because then that goes against fair use or something like that. I'm sure it's a gray area, videos without commentary being monetized, I think, unless it's been settled recently. I don't remember. It's not I don't remember, as I wouldn't know. We lost again. Gosh darn it. Por qué? Oh yeah, so there is another, I guess I'll just spoil it now, 2 seconds away from it actually happening. There's a choice you can make here. I think it's quite obvious. One of the choices leads you to a bad end. And so it's gonna be obvious here in a little bit. No, don't. Come on, me. Yep, nope. I refuse to give up. It's kind of funny that's the second option, not the first. I still refuse to give up. Yes, the first options of both of those decisions leads to a bad end. So yeah, there's another bad end option that's coming up, but that's only if you pick Archer. If you picked Archer, and he'll ask you if you're his master. If you say no, you will have a bad end. So don't do that. For every other character, that won't happen. The option will still be there, but it won't lead you to a bad end. Okay.
他の神様が聞き逃しても私の耳にピンときました。羽化の御霊の神もご承蘭あれ。この人を冥府に落とすのはまだ早すぎ。
Thanks, so you can help me?
だってこのイケメン魂きっと素敵な人ですから。
What, you want my soul or you want me? I don't understand. There's a line that I didn't catch when I first played. And I wanted to see if it really said what it said when I just passed went through the dialogue. Yeah, she's got a tail, big ears. Oh, or there's an aura thing. No, she did sing live. That was the line I wasn't sure about. That was it. I don't think it's ever expanded upon. Both options don't lead you to a bad end, I'm pretty sure. So, but if you don't want to chance it, press yes. Click yes. Unless she was gonna say her name. It's really hard to see her mouth and the portrait here. Even in the game, it's really hard. I mean, it's noticeable, but it's hard to see. Oh yeah, the circle thing kind of looks like a paw, I guess. I wonder if that's supposed to. I wonder if that changes if you pick the other characters. It probably doesn't. I'm just overanalyzing things. Oh. And the effigy attacks us again. Thanks, caster. So yeah, this is your first real battle, but it tells you what the enemy is going to do. So you shouldn't lose this. If you do lose this, you're bad. No, if you, I don't know if it's even possible to lose this. But yeah, caster is more of a magic-based, I guess, servant, you can call it. And so, like, physically, she doesn't have that strong of an attack. So she doesn't have, like, you know, strong just physical attacks. So I guess that's why she's the hardest to play. But if you level her up enough, and I guess raise her, right? Because there's some skill points that you get while you level up, and I haven't actually, like, figured out how to use those. And like from what I've read, she's actually the most powerful servant in the game. Like, she's more powerful than the other characters, but it takes a while for her to get that powerful. So in the beginning, you'll be having a lot of trouble because she has like an odd battle style and all that jazz. So it gets hard to use, but if you if you do manage to learn how to use her, she'll be one of the most powerful servants you can get. Is the most powerful servant you can get. But yeah, so if you want a relatively easy run through the game, play easy, then pick Saber. But if you like, the hardest experience right from the get-go would be normal and caster, I guess. Although, what is it? Oh yeah, and easy. The only difference about easy is not that the enemies or anything that's harder, or like anything like that is harder. On easy, there are healing fountains on each floor. So, and in normal, there's only a healing fountain on the first, I guess, dungeon you can call it, on the first floor of that first dungeon, and that's the only place where it is in normal. On easy, it's on every floor, so you'll have no trouble essentially. So you'll be perfectly fine in easy, no matter what character you play, essentially, because you can just heal up all the time. So you have to backtrack, but you get free healing. I mean, I suppose you can still lose against some bosses and stuff like that, but I mean, that just means you didn't lose any of it. You didn't learn any of their patterns, I guess. Because how bosses are gonna work, it's the game's gonna slowly explain a little bit later, but I suppose I'll go over it a bit right now. Is that you have the week, and you're gonna have to find information about them on that week, and if you get enough information on them, you can know some of their what they're gonna do in battles. Now, you're not gonna know all their commands, but you will know some of them. But if you don't find any information on them, you won't know any, and you have a severe disadvantage. You could still possibly win without finding anything, but it's gonna be extremely difficult. But you probably will find something, because I think you would have to go out of your way to not find anything, because you need to level up, so you explore the entire dungeon and you beat all the enemies, and then you level up, and you level up, you gain experience and all that jazz. But I don't think enemies respawn like in a small contained area. I think you have to leave the dungeon and come back for the enemies to respawn, and that ends and when you go into the dungeon and you leave, and after you leave the dungeon, after you go inside it, the day ends. So, I mean, I would think you would have to go out of your way to try to get no information. Oh, kind of. That's if there's information in the dungeon on a certain day. If there isn't, then you could, because there are information outside the dungeon, and you could just go into the dungeon each day and just get the information from there. But the thing is, I don't know if there are any bosses where like all the information is just like outside the dungeon, because I'm sure there are. I'm pretty sure like every boss at least has one boss in the dungeon. Well, not one boss. There's one boss in like info in the dungeon. I got the first week, first election. I think you just explain we're in the war right now, the Holy Grail War, and I have no idea what's going on here. This just happened, and you know, whatever this is, maybe it's foreshadowing. It might be foreshadowing. But do I know what it means? No. Do you know what it means? Maybe. So yeah, this is gonna go up today. This episode, it's gonna go up today. It's gonna go up today. And for my editing, I took a little bit of a, I guess, what would you call it? Turns on the slip of my, it's on a slip of my tip of my tongue. I copied this, I guess, I copied the style of the Super Gaming Brothers channel, in which if the commentary goes past like how the video is, they just put a picture of the game cover, or you know, something related to the game. And that's what I did for the previous 2 episodes. And it wasn't because I could have cut that last bit of commentary out, but I decided just so I could get used to putting something at near the end here. I just might as well like keep that in, and just, you know, put a little picture at the end there. And again, it'll give me the chance to, if I'm telling a story, I can finish telling the story and then, you know, move on. But don't get me wrong, I do cut out the end bits of commentary if there's somewhere it's not really important at all. I think that was the first part where I did that. But yeah, so expect a lot more edited videos from me, because I know some of you didn't really like my Pokemon videos. From my Pokemon videos, you didn't like that I didn't cut out any of the random battles, but I did speed up like through a majority of those games, so it's not like what am I gonna say? It's not like it's that big. It was that big of a deal in that. But if I cut and sped up through the game, that would have been, you know, a little bit too much for me. Not too much for me, but that would have been, all the episodes would have been extremely short. But yeah, so here I go through some of the dialogue boxes for people who are new to the series and stuff like that, so you can still get some. So people who are new to the series watching this video can get some of the information. I try to go through a lot of the early, new information, like try to like learn all the information for some newcomers, but eventually I get sort of bored doing that, and I just like, screw it, I'm just gonna go move on. Because I believe in this video later on we'll talk to Rin and she'll tell us some information. I think I only clicked on one option and I just like, I don't want to go through all this, because you know this episode's getting quite a bit long already. And yeah. Although I'd wish when I was recording I could do other stuff besides just playing the game. By that I mean I wish I could listen to a video on the background like while I'm recording, but I can't do that because with the way my recording works, it would record the video in the background as well. So, I mean, like you record like the sound the video is making, and that's kind of annoying. Not kind of annoying, and it's kind of very unprofessional, to be honest. A lot of my earlier videos had that simply because I recorded in a room where other people were doing stuff, and I know I shouldn't have done that, but otherwise I wouldn't have been able to get any videos up at all. Because the only time I had quiet was at night, and all I could do was just whisper into the microphone because I can't be too loud. That's how it was a lot, pretty much. So, but yeah. I don't know if you guys were able to hear that. Yeah. Oh, he disappeared. Oh. I think I might actually go do Danganronpa after this, but actually I would want to purchase the game first before I do that, at least on the Vita. First before I do that, because I did play Danganronpa before it was announced for the... I played Danganronpa, the PSP version. Like, I started playing it and it was announced for the Vita. I'm like, okay, I'll get it for the Vita when it comes out, but at that time I didn't have the money for it. You know, I do have the money now, but I'm saving it for other items. Or other purchases, I should say. Alright. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, you can read this, all, the standard RPG-ish stuff that you care about. So yeah, now I'm just going through the different, going to the different menus to see, what's going on here, and I'm trying to like figure out the option for those skill points right here, and I do that again later, and I can't figure it out. So, yeah, there was a status thing there when I went to. Oh God, maybe I should. I just noticed that right now. I gotta go see that later. See if that's a thing I can mess with. Oh my God. Well, the reason that I'm sort of like interested in getting money on YouTube right now is so I can get more stuff to record more different types of games. Like I want to get a Vita capture card and a 3DS capture card, and those are extremely expensive. So if I ever seem like I'm like interested in money, it isn't because I want money for myself. It's more for getting equipment to record better videos for YouTube. Which is why I kind of, because one of my most watched videos, which was 2011 Go, that Strikers, the first fit video part, was one of my most popular videos, and it was getting me a majority of like the money I would get in a month. But that video was content claimed, so I'm not getting any money that I would have gotten from that anymore. So to make up for that, I need to make videos, more videos. And that's a motivation factor, because I'm like, okay, I'm motivated, let's make more videos. But I'm not gonna lie that I'm gonna be like, oh no, I don't care about the money. I do care about the money, because I want better equipment. And when games come out, I want to be able to purchase them. So you guys get what I'm saying? I'm sure other YouTubers would get what I'm saying too, because I'm doing this as a hobby. Sure, the money is great, but I'm focusing on the hobby. Because if I make money off the hobby, I want the money that I make off the hobby to support that hobby. So yeah. And I also probably should think of this more of as perhaps not a job, but I'm gonna say a job just so I could focus more on it, because I really have a lot of free time that I could just be working on making videos, but I'm lazy and I don't do that. And I'm a little bit more motivated right now, and so I'm just thinking, okay, I just might as well start making videos again. Ah, yes, this thing. I was sort of some of the scenes like make me like you know, chuckle a little bit. And when I was recording, I was like, I was chuckling the whole time. Yeah. I think this video is almost over. Nope, we still got like 5 minutes left. Yeah, but that's the only like this is another, I guess one of the other downsides of post is the video lengths. If I record long videos, I'm standing in my chair for an hour, talking for like an hour and a half, or not an hour and a half, for however long the video is talking. Yes, I am, Caster. Oh, I just gotta win. Yes. Alright, Rin. I don't know. That's all I know, too. Evening. Alright. What's going on here? Okay. So we don't know who. So apparently, supposedly, we need an opponent, and we don't know our opponent. So I go down, of course, to find out who our opponent is. Oh no, I go to the school commissioner first because I remember I wanted to see the new equipment that I could possibly buy, and I don't buy any new equipment. I buy a lot of items, and like I'm confused because I'm trying to get to speak to her, and then I realized that the speak command is probably coming from that guy over there, the corner. So you know, I buy some. I see how much that costs, and I'm like, I can't afford that. Would be helpful, but I can't afford it. So I buy some. I believe I buy some ether powder and curry bread. I buy and I buy yakisoba bread. All right. So I buy some of that, and then I head up. The stairs and talk to. What am I doing now? Oh, yes, I remember now. Talk to this person. So you can talk to this person, then that's all she says. But the main reason why I came over here is to talk to Rin, because she gives you some more tutorial information. And that's, I guess you could call it, beginner's information, we could call it. And so she'll tell us some, you know, some information that, would be beneficial to a new-time player, as in like getting some background information on the game and all that kind of stuff. You know, on the overall story. So I was gonna go through all of them, but considering the length right now, I got sort of fed up with that. If it was just 2 options, I think I would have, you know, done them both. But I think what happens is that after she's done talking here, even more options pop up. But we learn here that we're really unsure what exactly Seraph is, because there's no way their computer can do all of this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, and even more options pop up here, and I'm like, yeah, no. I'm not going through all of these. So I don't. Because I am not sitting. Who knows how long that could have taken? Probably another 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. I'm not dealing with that. So I take the nope train out of there, and I go back down the stairs. And for a side quest, we need to talk to Tiger, and I forget if I talked to her. Yep, I talked to her first. So we talk to her, save course, and get her some stuff. I believe we need this on day 4, maybe. Something like that. So this item won't appear in the dungeon unless you actually speak to her. So then I talk to this guy because he'll tell us some information that we need to know. Because we need to tell him that we don't have opponent. We don't have an assigned opponent. So we talk to him, and he's telling us, yep, he's telling us the basics of the tournament. Yep. 6 days, so it's not a week, 6 day. Deleted. So he allows us to ask him questions. So I think I asked him about the terminal. I might have asked him about each of the things here. Yeah, I did, because from the terminal question I understood that this isn't going to take that long. And I end the video there. Okay. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time, whenever that is. Bye.